I owe you guys so much.
Yeah.
So if there is anything that you need or anything I can do for you.
Actually, there is been. I know a girl who's really like to come towards us. It's Drizella's daughter, Dizzy.
Alright, yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I have to apologize for the I said I was gonna do it at miss delay, all that other stuff. Having trouble with some technical difficulties with the Google Hangouts or the other crap, but I decided to like use the webcam better to like go live on YouTube. So happy weekend, everybody, and happy Survivor Series weekend to every WWE wrestling fan out there. So tonight is going to be the NXT Takeover War Games taking place in the Staples Center, Los Angeles, California, along with tomorrow night's Survivor Series, once again featuring the Raw versus SmackDown style or that other BS. So before I predict the matches for Survivor Series, I'm gonna start predicting the matches for NXT Takeover War Games. The main event, actually matches, three matches that I'm going to be looking forward for tonight's War Games matches. So and also not to mention on Monday, a great Marvel's comic book legend Stan Lee passed away at the age of 95. It's really heartbroken because I used to read his comic books so much, play the video games, the movies I watch, including the toys from the Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, all that other cool stuff. So with that being said, my condolences goes out to the family of Stan Lee. Rest in peace. I hope rest in peace, man, and thanks for all the cool memories that you brought us. So anyways, and check this out. I also got last Saturday, I also got me the deluxe edition of the WWE 2K19. And also did a lot of cool stuff on Thursday. Created my superstar, including my entrance, movesets, my career, which I'm gonna be uploading on YouTube later on in the days. And I'm also gonna be uploading the 2K Towers, Road to Glory, the $1 Million Tower, including the Daniel Bryan showcase, which I am so looking forward to in WWE 2K19. I'm gonna make sure you watch out for those in the future. So all right. Let me start off with the NXT. All right. I'm gonna start off with Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano, a match which I'm looking for. And this match has started way back in July 25th, about 4 months ago, when it was Aleister Black versus Tommaso Ciampa in a match for the NXT Championship. I mean, those two really put on a classic and stole the show. And on that episode, Aleister Black lost the NXT title to Ciampa due to interference from Johnny Gargano because of his hatred and Tommaso Ciampa many months ago during the year. And on the August 8th episode of NXT, Black and Gargano fought to a no contest when Ciampa attacked both men. So William Regal announced a triple threat match between them was scheduled at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. However, after NXT was over, Black was found unconscious in the Parks lot at Full Sail University. With Black out of action after a groin injury, the match was changed to a last man standing match between Ciampa and Gargano. Ciampa was victorious over Gargano, and on October 24th edition of NXT, and then later on, Nikki Cross was all over the place, telling William Regal of what he knows about who attacked Aleister Black. And then last month, somewhere in October, I forgot the date, when after Nikki Cross had a match against Bianca Belair, Aleister Black returned sitting and that demanded Nikki to tell him who attacked Aleister Black. And so Nikki whispered in Black's ear. Black was furious. So on October 24th of NXT, Black went straight to William Regal after he announced the main event for NXT WARGAMES for the NXT Championship. Gargano, Black attacked the security guards, including Lars Sullivan, demanded Regal to know who attacked him. Then Gargano, out of nowhere, attacked Aleister Black and revealed as the one who attacked him before the original Takeover Brooklyn 4 match, thus turning heel in the process. And then a match was scheduled between the two. And not to mention, Johnny Gargano's wife, Candice LeRae, confronted Nikki Cross about why would she get into their business. And I don't blame Candice upset. So a match was announced between Candice LeRae and Nikki Cross. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is Black versus Gargano, because Johnny Gargano used to be like loved during NXT, and never would I suspect him turning heel the first time in his WWE career. So I'm gonna go with Aleister Black to beat Johnny Gargano. Also, Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream for the NXT champion. This also well, I don't know the events though. Like, Velveteen Dream confronted Ciampa about no one to face him for the NXT title, so I could care less about that match. So Ciampa's gonna win. So let's get to the Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. This time it will be a 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT Women's title. Last month at Evolution, Shayna Baszler won the NXT Women's title back from Kairi Sane with the help of Jessamyn Duke and Marina Shafir, due to Kairi Sane jumping herself at the barricade while both of them were at ringside cheering on for Shayna Baszler, helped Shayna Baszler become the first ever two-time NXT Women's Champion in NXT history. So the next night on November 7th episode of NXT, Kairi Sane was invoking her rematch clause, this time our 2 out of 3 falls match. Whether Shayna needs help or not, Shayna's my pick to retain her NXT Women's title. Sorry, Kairi, but this is Shayna's time, not yours. Spoken like a true heel. And a main event match which I'm looking forward to is the Undisputed Era, all 4 members, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and the NXT Tag Team Champions Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, taking on the NXT North American Champion Ricochet, the longest reigning undisputed United Kingdom Champion Pete Dunne, and the Raw Raiders, aka War Machines, Hanson and Rowe, in a War Games match. Now, this started on the Halloween edition of NXT when Adam Cole and Bobby Fish of the Undisputed Era was scheduled to face the War Raiders in the main event, but were attacked by the War Raiders during their promo, and the action spilled out into the courtyard of the arena. They were when the Undisputed Era got the upper hand on the War Raiders. Ricochet entered the fray to help out. The Undisputed Era again had the upper hand on all three by the time action spilled back into the arena when Pete Dunne entered and evened the odds. At this point, General Manager William Regal came in and scheduled the two sides to face each other in the War Games at NXT Takeover. Then on Wednesday, 3 days ago, in the main event, Kyle O'Reilly defeated Hanson for the War Games advantage. Then at ringside, chaos spilled out when Raymond Rowe got attacked by Adam Cole. Then Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong joined the fray, and then they were attacked by Pete Dunne and Ricochet, and Kyle O'Reilly attacked Hanson with the belt and won the match. So I'm going to pick the Undisputed Era against Ricochet's team because last year, Undisputed Era were undefeated in the first one last year. So I hope this year will be 2 times in a row. So now that part is out of the way, let's head on over to the Survivor Series. Wait for it. Oh, next month is Starrcade? Cool. I wonder what else. Wait. Oh, yeah? No way. It's going to air on my birthday? Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. Ooh. Oh, it was a SmackDown Live event. All right. I bet they're going to air it on the WWE Network. Please do. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God. Don't get too excited. I'm just going to save it after the predictions. Okay. All right. Gosh, wow. All right. Now we're heading into WWE Survivor Series live predictions. So I'm just gonna be back, take a break for a minute. All right. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't get too crazy. Just got excited when the Starrcade was announced on the WWE Network. Okay, now, all right, as usual, it's going to be a straight up Raw versus SmackDown match. The only title will be defended at the event will be the Cruiserweight Champion from the 205 Live, featuring Buddy Murphy against Mustafa Ali. Okay, was at the Super Showdown. Buddy Murphy defeated Cedric Alexander to win the Cruiserweight title. Then on the Halloween edition of 205 Live, Mustafa Ali defeated Tony Nese to become the number one contender, and his championship match was scheduled. So, Mustafa Ali is my pick to win. So, let's get to what I predict. And also, which I thought was going to be a main match for Survivor Series, now switch to pre-show. It's going to be a 10-on-10 Survivor Series tag team elimination match. It will from the Raw's team, you got Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, The Revival, Dash and Scott Dawson. The B team, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, Yawn, along with the Lucha House Party from the 205 Live brand, Lindsay Dorado, Kalisto, or maybe it'll be Grand Metalik, who knows. The Ascension, Connor and Victor versus Team SmackDown's The Uso, The New Day, Biggie, The New Day, whichever members might be, Sanity, my boys Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Too Sweet, and the Colognes Primo and Epico. Oh, excuse me. Why am I sneezing? All right, and how did all of that started? On November 6th episode of SmackDown, after the what was it, the Crown Jewel, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay defeated the New Day, to represented by Biggie and Kofi Kingston, to become the captains of Team SmackDown in a 10-on-10 tag team elimination match. Immediately after the match, the Usos chose the New Day as their first pick. The following week, the Usos, Sanity, Alexander Wolf, Eric Young, and Killian Dane, the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Anderson, and the Colognes to the team. On the November 12th episode of Raw, a tag team battle royal occurred to determine the Team Raw's captain. The team of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable defeated the Revival, the B team, Lucha House Party, the Ascension, and the team of Heath Slater Rhino to win the captaincy of Team Raw. Composed of all the teams in the battle royals except Slater and Rhino, the tag team elimination match was scheduled for Survivor Series pre-show. So I know which tag team I'm going to pick is straight up Team Blue since day one when I was born. So sorry, Team Raw, but I'm going to pick the SmackDown tag teams for this one. And also, I'm going to be picking, okay, next we're going to have to the women's side from Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. The captain is yet to be discussed because I'm going to get straight to the point, which leads me to the Ronda Rousey match. All right. Before that, originally it was Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey, Raw Women's Champion versus SmackDown Women's Championship. And after Becky Lynch retained her title against Charlotte at Evolution, same with Rousey, retained against Nikki Bella at Evolution to retain the Raw Women's title, while Becky Lynch defeated Charlotte Flair in the last woman standing match. During a backstage interview following her win, Ronda Rousey was confronted by Becky. An inter-promotional non-title match between the two champions was scheduled for a Survivor Series the following night on Raw. On the last Raw before Survivor Series, Becky Lynch was shown backstage breaking Ronda Rousey's arm after a match between Sasha Banks against Bayley to determine who will represent the Raw Women's team. However, due to Alexa Bliss being announced for the Raw Women's captain by the acting GM Baron Corbin as captain for the Team Raw Women's team, but in a non-competing capacity due to an injury, which is why Alexa Bliss didn't compete at Evolution. That must figures. So the following week, Bliss revealed Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, and Natalya, who was absent as her first 4 picks, and revealed the winner of a match between between Bayley and Sasha Banks would be the final match. During the match, however, the women's team attacked Bayley and Banks, causing a no contest ruling, and Bliss said neither would be on her team, so introduced Ruby Riott of the Riott Squad as the final member, who just so happens to be making Natalya's life a living hell by stepping on her father's glasses, Jim Neidhart, who passed away, and WWE would use that as some excuse to get Ruby Riott hated and trying to make Natalya feel bad. Now, why would Alexa Bliss would make a stupid move? She could have picked either Bayley or Sasha just because she don't like the two. Why would you add someone who would break on something that their father would give to her before he or she passed away, and then I don't know which writer would made Ruby Riott do that, but WWE should never try to disrespect their dead wrestlers like that. I mean, I find it disrespectful. The fans find it disrespectful. Even Natalya, these two would get along on the Raw Women's team. And also, because of that, like I said, during backstage in the main event, Ronda Rousey got jumped by Becky Lynch and twist her arm, and then Lynch leave the entire SmackDown locker room, which composed of Lana, Naomi, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and the iconic duo in an Under Siege 2.0 in Invasion on Raw, and applied to disarm her to Ronda. During the melee, Becky Lynch suffered a broken face and a concussion following a punch from Nia Jax, and due to that injury, Becky Lynch was pulled from the Survivor Series match and chose Charlotte Flair instead, which Paige chose pick as team. And here's why. Team SmackDown's women's team on the November 6th episode of SmackDown GM Paige revealed Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, and Charlotte Flair as members of the Team SmackDown, but Flair didn't show up due to refusing to be picked as the team captain. The previous week, Paige asked Flair to be the team captain, but Flair felt she was not the right person, but said she would think about it. But she was instead named as Becky Lynch's replacement to face Ronda Rousey, and the final member of Team SmackDown to be the captain was not revealed though. So that's gonna be my point. Now I want the SmackDown women's team to win because for the past 2 years in 2016 and last year, they lost to Team Raw. But I'm not worried about that. But the question is, which woman roster would fill out as the team captain though? Now, I'm gonna need you guys' help to predict on who do you think should be the final member of Team SmackDown, like last year all over again. Now I know Natalya, who was on the SmackDown brand last year, replaced Charlotte when Charlotte beat her for the SmackDown Women's title and faced Alexa Bliss, who was the previous Raw Women's Champion last year. So I'm thinking maybe Mandy Rose, Billie Kay, or maybe Peyton Royce. Nah, but maybe Mandy Rose should be a member of Team SmackDown since Charlotte decided to face Ronda Rousey. Now, Ronda is gonna be my pick to be Charlotte Flair though. So and I'm gonna need you guys like before I end this. So after I finish predicting the other match, while I end this, please give me your predictions on who will be the final and fifth member of Team SmackDown Women's Team. Speaking of team, now we're going to get to the Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan match and the Team Raw versus Team SmackDown on the men's side, which kind of change it up. So all right. Oh, before I get to that, let me do the tag team titles. Okay, it's gonna feature the Authors of Pain, who are the current Raw Tag Team Champions, will be taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The Bar, with Big Show in their corner. So at Crown Jewel, The Bar retained their SmackDown Tag Team titles against New Day, represented by Kofi Kingston and Big E. While on the November 5th episode of Raw, AOP, Akam, and Razor in London defeated Seth Rollins in a handicap match to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions due to Dean Ambrose turning on Seth Rollins on the night when Roman Reigns relinquished his Universal title due to leukemia. So I'm gonna go with Authors of Pain as my pick. Okay, on November 5th episode of Raw acting general manager Baron Corbin revealed Braun Strowman, who he helped Brock Lesnar screwed out of the Universal Champion, and also Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre as the first three members of Team Raw's men's team, while naming himself as the captain, stating he will not compete due to his managerial position. Kurt Angle interjected wanting to replace Corbin as captain, so Corbin had Angle face McIntyre because of Braun Strowman chasing after Corbin because of what Corbin did to him at Crown Jewel. I believe that Team Raw won't be victorious. He would not have been on the team, however. Angle lost when Drew McIntyre used his own move on Kurt Angle. So the following week, Finn Balor defeated Dolph Ziggler in a match, and a returning Raw commissioner, Stephanie McMahon, addressed the Crown Jewel situation where Shane McMahon won the trophy by taking this spot. She also rewarded Balor to the team. Later, Bobby Lashley won the final spot by defeating Elias. Also on that episode at the beginning, when Braun Strowman interrupted the tag team battle royal, Stephanie promised Strowman, with Strowman choosing the stipulation for either match after Survivor Series, if he could lead Raw to another victory over SmackDown, he would not only get a title shot at Brock Lesnar for the Universal Champion, but a match against Braun Strowman. Now, for the Team SmackDown men's team, on November 6th episode of SmackDown, the brand's commissioner, Shane McMahon, and general manager Paige appointed The Miz and Daniel Bryan as the co-captains of Team SmackDown. Miz and Shane added that both of them have been facing each other, has brought out the best in each other. So Miz and Bryan then added Shane to the team, as Shane has won the WWE World Cup at Crown Jewel. Later, Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe joined the team after defeating Elias, Andrade Cien Almas, and Jeff Hardy respectively. Then a brawl ensued between Joe, Bryan, Miz, and Shane. And not to mention, and also at the Crown Jewel event, AJ Styles defeated Samoa Joe to retain his WWE title, while Brock defeated Braun Strowman with the vacant Universal Champion during setting up a rematch between Styles and Lesnar from last year's event. On the final SmackDown of Survivor Series, Paul Heyman came out and addressed his match, AJ Styles' match against Lesnar, then mentioned Daniel Bryan's name, and then both of them would brawl on, and then Shane McMahon made Styles defend the WWE Championship against Daniel Bryan, thus removing Daniel Bryan from the Team SmackDown, and Jeff Hardy was replaced after defeating Andrade Cien Almas. And in the WWE Championship main event, which that surprises me, Daniel Bryan attacked AJ Styles in a low blow, thus winning the WWE World Champion for a fifth time, and attacking Styles, thus turning heel in the process since he came back from retirement. Now, never would I thought in my life that's going to happen, though. I mean, first Becky got removed due to a concussion, due to a punch by Nia Jax, and now AJ Styles is removed. Now we got Daniel Bryan as the WWE World Champion. I wonder how that's going to affect tomorrow night. I mean, why, Daniel? Why would you gotta go? I don't mind Daniel Bryan becoming WWE Champion again, but not in that way. Now, that I'm really disappointed in. Just like I'm disappointed how Lesnar beat Braun Strowman in a dirty fashion by winning the Universal Champion. So, but with that being said, Daniel Bryan's going to be my pick to beat Brock Lesnar, while Team SmackDown will beat Team Raw, because I know if I know Braun Strowman, he's not gonna wait until he gets his hands on Baron Corbin. And last but not least, Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States champion versus Intercontinental champion for the champion match. Now, during the Crown Jewel pre-show, Nakamura defeated Rusev to retain his United States champion, and a match was scheduled between Nakamura and Seth Rollins. Now, however, Rollins, on the other hand, wasn't even focusing on Nakamura due to Dean Ambrose turning on Seth Rollins on the night when Roman Reigns had leukemia before the Crown Jewel event. And here is why, thus causing the Shield to break up for a second time in 2018. And not to mention, tomorrow night is going to mark the 6th anniversary that the Shield made its debut in 2012. That's right. I'm talking about the 6th year where Superstorm Sandy attacked New York. The same 6 years in the Baker's Life Fieldhouse where the Shield was born. 6 years, and now here it is, 2018. They broke up again for the first time in 2014. And the second time it break up because of Dean Ambrose. I don't know what made Dean Ambrose to turn on Seth Rollins, but not on the night when Roman Reigns announced that he has leukemia, which is a damn shame, though. Which is a damn shame. And then, not to mention, 2 weeks later, the AOP would defeat Rollins while Raw was in London in a handicap match to win the Raw Tag Team Champions, with Ambrose before Ambrose attacked Rollins, asking him why would Ambrose stab Rollins in the back? And before he's gonna explain, out of nowhere, dirty deeds out of nowhere. And then on Raw Monday night on the 12th, Dean Ambrose explained why he did it, because he's sick and tired of being a burden to both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, claiming that the Shield has made Dean Ambrose weak instead of being his own man. So you could just turn heel on another night, but why would you turn heel on a night when Roman Reigns relinquished the Universal title and diagnosed with leukemia? That would be low. So because of that, Dean Ambrose burned his longtime Shield vest in effigy. So I'm going to believe Nakamura's going to win, because with Rollins still suffering the issues of Ambrose stabbing in the back, there's no way Rollins would beat Nakamura. So I'm just going to pick Nakamura over Rollins. And I'm just gonna end this for the prediction. Oh, what's up? How you doing? PP John Cena, are you a fan of Maurice? I didn't see that. Actually, I like Maurice. Yes, Mrs. Wife is definitely awesome. Thank you guys for asking me. So I don't know. Maybe Maurice will probably become an excellent replacement for Team SmackDown, but I gotta watch Survivor Series to find out. But anyways, and also in the meanwhile, I'm gonna be uploading some video games. I'm still gonna I'm almost done with Darksiders 1. But I still gotta defeat that Spider Queen Celestia to win that. And I'm still gonna upload some WWE 2K19 Dan Bryan showcase, including the My Career and so much more. And I'm also got God of War 3, the remastered edition, coming up. So plus gonna be uploading some more predictions out next week during Thanksgiving holiday. So on Friday, I'm gonna predict on what's gonna happen for the Starcade event, including tables, ladders, and chairs, which gonna be on December 16th. So I'm gonna predict that also. So until then, thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to hit the like. Thank you. I just saw a like button. Please leave your comments below, and comment on who do you think is going to be Charlotte's replacement for Team SmackDown. Please send me a comment below. Send me your comments on who's going to join this Team SmackDown women's team. Until then, this is Lennox Coleman. I'll see you guys next week.